Hi, I'm Eileen from Home Depot's Garden Center. Selecting the best indoor plant for your space can be intimidating, but with a few tips, you can bring any indoor plant home knowing you have the skills to keep it alive and make it thrive. Just keep in mind a few things when selecting a plant, like lighting and watering conditions, and you'll be well on your way to creating your own indoor jungle. Have you brought home a plant only to have it die a few weeks or months later and you just did not know what happened? Well, whether you've got a green thumb or not, these 7 indoor houseplants are hardy enough to withstand a little neglect, and they're great for the beginning gardener. The first step to owning a houseplant is picking out one that can survive in your home and space. Lighting is one of the most important factors when picking out a plant, so take note of the lighting in your home and be sure to check out the requirements on the plant tags before you purchase your plant. The first plant we'll take a look at is the snake plant. It's also commonly known as the mother-in-law's tongue. This is a perfect plant for beginning gardeners. It has thick upright leaves that are smooth with a sword-like appearance, and they can be solid, banded, or striped. The snake plant tolerates extremely low light, and it also prefers that the soil be a little bit on the dry side. The plant is really hardy. The only thing it doesn't like is too much water. Make sure you've got a good drainage. If a leaf should break off from your snake plant, you'll simply pot it back into soil, and eventually a new plant will emerge. The Pothos is another easy care plant for beginning gardeners, and frankly, it's one of my favorites. The heart-shaped leaves, there you go, and the long vines can grow just about anywhere. The green leaves can be solid, or they can be marbled. They come with white, they come yellow, and sometimes cream. Pothos can be pruned to keep a round, symmetrical shape, or it can be allowed to meander wherever it desires. It's happy cascading from a hanging basket, trailing from a high bookcase, meandering across a mantel, or climbing a trellis. Pothos grow best in high, medium, or low, indirect light conditions, and they do tolerate infrequent watering. Broken branches can even be put into water, and they will quickly sprout roots and start new plants. Pothos also aid in air purification in the home. The ZZ plant was discovered in East Africa, and it's also known as the eternity plant in an aroid palm. They have dark green, glossy leaves, and they've got sturdy stems. These plants will tolerate low light conditions, and they thrive under fluorescent lights. ZZ plants prefer low light and low humidity and infrequent watering. If something should happen, like a leaf fall off or you break a branch, no need to worry. You can actually take the leaf and put it in soil. You can also take a stem and put it in soil. Both of these will start and grow a potato-like structure called a rhizome, and you've got a whole new plant. Dracaena is a large family of plants that feature upright leaves and add bold color and texture. A single plant can provide drama in a very small space. Some Dracaena look like mounds of stars, while others can grow several feet tall. Variegated varieties can actually have contrasting colors, and they add sort of unique visual interest. Dracaenas can tolerate low, medium, or bright light. Be sure to check the plant tags to find out what's specific for your variety. If a leaf should turn brown, it's because there's low humidity. Simply trim off the brown part and spritz with water several times each week to increase the humidity. Peace lilies, also known as spaths, are some of the most recognizable and easy to care for indoor houseplants. They have lovely, lush dark green foliage, and they have these beautiful white spoon-shaped petals. It's a great plant for purifying the air in your home. The peace lily is best suited for low light conditions, so place it in a room with indirect sunlight. If it is exposed to direct sunlight, it can easily burn, and the leaves will turn brown. Keep your peace lilies soil moist, watering about once a week, but don't overwater. While peace lilies can tolerate short dry periods, you'll notice the leaves might seem to wilt. Fortunately, the peace lily will forgive you if you properly water it. The green leaves can also turn brown in low humidity conditions. Simply trim off the brown part. Consider either spritzing the plant several times a week or adding it to a gravel tray. I have just a basic tray with some gravel. I place some water on top and place the plant. Crotons bring a bright pop of color indoors. Yellow, orange, red, green, even black sometimes. They thrive in high light conditions. Low light will produce long stems with dull leaves. Crotons do need regular watering, and they prefer higher humidity levels. Extreme wet or dry conditions can result in dropped leaves. During the summer, crotons can live outdoors on a covered patio. Be sure to bring the plants back indoors before frost, since extreme temperature changes will affect the croton's foliage. Last but certainly not least is the Aglaonema. This beautiful slow-growing plant is available in several varieties, including green and red. The green Aglaonema sometimes is known as the Chinese evergreen. It has striking silver patterns on a green leaf, and it complements almost every decor. Smaller plants are usually in the home, and larger plants can be seen in commercial properties. The red Aglaonemas are increasing in popularity. They've got pink and reddish tones that make it very popular as a holiday plant. Aglaonemas will bloom in high-light environments, but they can also grow in low or medium-light conditions. Aglaonemas also do well under fluorescent lighting. Check your plant tag for specific watering conditions, but most Aglaonemas generally should be watered when the soil is dry. They can go a few weeks between watering, but just remember, they grow best when they're watered regularly. After selecting your favorites, remember to spend time each week watering, pruning as needed, and checking on your plants. Adding a leaf shine product can add luster to the leaves while keeping the plant clean. Displaying your indoor plants can be as exciting as purchasing them. The best part of decorating with indoor plants is you can literally watch your creativity grow. Click on the cards in the top right to check out all indoor houseplants, including some of my favorites from Costa Farms. Stay tuned for our next episode and comment below with any questions. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, watch the rest of our series, and find more gardening tips at homedepot.com.